Finding your passion in 2025 is not just about discovering a career or a job that excites you. It's about a deep inner understanding of who you truly are and what drives you to make a lasting impact on the world. In this year of rapid change, technology, and constant distraction, the most important question you can ask yourself is, what is my passion? But let me be clear, this isn't a simple question. This is the kind of question that changes the course of your life. It's a question that has the power to reframe your entire mindset, the way you approach your goals, your relationships, and your future. It's the question that ignites a journey within you, a journey that will ultimately shape your legacy. Now, when I say finding your passion, I don't mean some vague concept that will be handed to you by someone else, nor do I mean something that can be defined by a single success or breakthrough. Passion is a lifelong process. It's something that evolves with you, that grows as you grow. But here's the thing, most people are looking in the wrong places. They're waiting for that perfect moment when everything aligns, or they're looking for that one big revelation that will suddenly make everything clear. But the truth is, your passion isn't something you find by waiting. It's something you find by living, by experiencing life fully, by taking action and committing yourself to the process. It is about creating momentum, not waiting for it to come to you. Let's think about that for a second. When was the last time you truly felt alive? When was the last time you did something that brought you so much joy and fulfillment that time seemed to stand still? That's the feeling of passion. It's not just about doing something for the sake of it. It's about doing something that resonates so deeply with you that it feels as though you were born for it. You see, passion isn't something you can define with logic or reason. It's something that's deeply ingrained in your heart and soul. And yes, I know it sounds cliche, but passion is what fuels you to get up in the morning and do what you love, even when obstacles arise, even when the path seems unclear. So how do you find your passion in a world that constantly demands your attention and forces you to focus on things that may not even be aligned with your true desires? It starts with self-awareness. You need to ask yourself questions like, what makes me feel alive? What are the things that excite me, that make me forget about the time and the world around me? These aren't just surface level questions. They are profound inquiries that require you to go deep within yourself. And don't worry if you don't have the answer immediately. Life isn't about having all the answers right away, but about continuously asking the right questions and taking action based on the answers you get. Look, most people go through life thinking that passion is something that happens to you. They believe that one day some miraculous event will occur and they'll suddenly know what they're meant to do. But the reality is, passion is built. It's developed through experience, through trial and error, through getting out of your comfort zone and embracing the unknown. Every successful person you admire has gone through this process. They didn't wake up one day with a clear path in front of them. They had to take steps, make mistakes, and learn from their failures. In fact, some of the greatest breakthroughs in history came about because someone was willing to fail repeatedly and yet keep pushing forward. Think about some of the most successful innovators, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders of our time. Did they just magically stumble upon their passion? Absolutely not. They experimented, they tested, they grew, and they learned. And you can do the same. The key is to start taking action. In 2025, there's no room for hesitation. If you're waiting for the perfect moment to take action, you're wasting time. The perfect moment is now. Take one step forward, no matter how small, and see where it leads you. Every action you take, no matter how insignificant it may seem at the time, brings you one step closer to discovering your true passion. It's the compound effect. The more you take action, the clearer your path becomes. And remember, action creates momentum. The more you do, the more you will uncover about yourself and what drives you. But let me be clear, you will face challenges along the way. There will be times when you feel lost, when you wonder if you're on the right path. That's natural. Every journey worth taking has obstacles. The key is to keep going, to stay focused, and to trust the process. Don't get discouraged by setbacks. Don't let the opinions of others define your path. Your passion is uniquely yours, and only you can uncover it. But you can't uncover it by staying still. You have to move, you have to act, and you have to be willing to make mistakes. Now, let's talk about how you know you're on the right path. When you start to discover your passion, you'll notice a shift. You'll feel more energized, more motivated, and more excited about life. Things will start to fall into place, and you'll begin to attract the right opportunities. You'll meet people who support your vision, and you'll feel a sense of purpose that you never experienced before. And let me tell you, that's when the magic happens. But it doesn't happen overnight. It happens when you're consistently putting in the work, when you're doing what it takes to create a life that aligns with your deepest desires. It happens when you stop waiting for permission and start giving yourself the green light to go after what you want. As we dive deeper into how to find your passion in 2025, it's important to recognize that one of the biggest challenges we face today is the noise of the world. We live in an era where we are constantly bombarded with information. Social media, news outlets, advertisements, and even the people around us often tell us what we should be doing, what we should want, and how we should live our lives. And while this might seem like an overwhelming influence, it's crucial to step back and understand that your path to discovering your passion begins with silencing the outside noise. You see, passion isn't something you can find by following someone else's path. Passion is personal, and it requires a deep understanding of what makes you tick, what drives you, and what gets you out of bed each morning with a sense of excitement and purpose. But to get to that point, you have to disconnect from the world's expectations and tune into your own. In fact, the first step in this process is recognizing that you are the creator of your own life. This realization is liberating because it means that no one else can define what success looks like for you, and no one else can tell you what your passion should be. Only you have that power. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. You might be wondering, how do I even begin to disconnect from the noise? The world is moving so fast, and everyone seems to have an answer for me except for myself. This is where you need to start embracing what I call the power of pause. We often feel as though we need to keep moving, to keep achieving, to keep being busy in order to be successful. But the truth is, success begins in stillness. It begins when you take a moment to breathe, to center yourself, and to ask the tough questions. What do I really want? What drives me? What makes me feel alive? This is not a question that can be answered by anyone other than you, and it's not something that will be answered immediately, but through introspection and by taking intentional action. Let me remind you, no one has ever found their true passion without taking consistent, deliberate action. Action is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to go. But the key here is small actions, not massive leaps. It's about progress, not perfection. Many people get stuck in the trap of thinking they have to take a big leap to make a difference in their lives. But the truth is, small steps are what create lasting change. When you start taking action, even if it's just trying something new or stepping outside of your comfort zone, you begin to uncover more about who you truly are. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to understanding what lights you up. When you begin this process, you'll notice that your world starts to shift. You'll start noticing the opportunities that were always there, but you weren't able to see because you were too caught up in the noise. Opportunities, people, and situations that align with your passion will begin to show up, and you'll have the clarity to recognize them. But this can only happen when you've stopped living in autopilot and started living intentionally. Here's the truth. Opportunities are everywhere, but most people are too distracted or too afraid to see them. They think that opportunities only come in big packages, but often they come in small, subtle ways. Maybe it's meeting someone new who shares your interests. Maybe it's discovering a hobby or skill that you never thought could be turned into a career. Maybe it's noticing a shift in your feelings when you engage in certain activities. These are the clues. These are the signs that your passion is trying to reveal itself to you, but you have to be paying attention. When you start paying attention to your inner world and stop constantly seeking external validation, you'll discover that you already have all the answers within you. Everything you need to succeed is already inside you. It just requires uncovering. But that doesn't mean it's easy. Far from it. Finding your passion in 2025 requires commitment, patience, and resilience. You will encounter setbacks, frustrations, and moments when you question your decisions, and that's okay. In fact, those challenges are part of the process. They are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones that help you refine your direction and clarify your purpose. One of the biggest misconceptions about finding your passion is that you will always feel certain and confident. Let me tell you something. Certainty comes with action, not with waiting for the perfect moment. So many people sit around waiting for a sign or waiting for a big breakthrough to happen, but success is not about waiting. It's about moving forward with courage and embracing the unknown. When you take action, even if it's uncomfortable or uncertain, you begin to create your own momentum, and that momentum leads to breakthroughs. Now, let's talk about the power of failure in this process. In a world that glorifies success, it's easy to think that failure is something to be avoided at all costs. But the truth is, failure is your greatest teacher. It's through failure that you learn the most about yourself and your true passions. Every time you fail, you're one step closer to finding your true path. Because failure isn't the end. It's simply a lesson that brings you closer to your destination. It's a course correction. It's a sign that you need to try a different approach, and that's okay. Embrace failure. Celebrate it as a necessary part of your growth. The most successful people in the world have failed more times than they can count. The key is to never give up, to keep learning, and to keep moving forward. You might be thinking, but how do I know when I found my passion? Let me tell you this. You will feel it in your soul. Your passion is not something you can fake. When you're doing something that aligns with your true purpose, you'll feel it in every fiber of your being. You'll wake up excited to work, to create, to serve, and you'll experience a sense of fulfillment that you've never felt before. And here's the best part. Your passion will evolve. It won't remain static. As you grow, as you take on new challenges, your passion will transform with you. And that's okay. Life is about evolution, and so is your passion. So in 2025, the most powerful thing you can do is to start now. Don't wait for the right time. Don't wait for the world to tell you what you should do. Take action, even if you don't know exactly what you're doing. Trust yourself, trust the process, and trust that the universe will guide you in the right direction. When you commit to the journey of finding your passion, you'll find that the journey is just as fulfilling as the destination itself. The magic happens when you decide to start and when you keep going no matter what. As we continue on the journey of finding your passion in 2025, I want to focus on something that often gets overlooked in the pursuit of success: the power of belief. Your belief system is the foundation on which everything else is built. If you don't believe that your dreams are possible, if you don't believe that you're worthy of success, then nothing you do will matter. It all starts with what you believe about yourself and your potential. In 2025, it's not enough to just have a vision or a goal. You have to believe in it. You have to believe that what you desire is within your reach and that you have the power to make it happen. Without belief, you will be stuck in the cycle of self-doubt and fear. And those are the two biggest obstacles to finding your passion. Belief is everything. It's the difference between those who achieve greatness and those who never get started. So the question is, how do you build belief? How do you shift from a place of doubt and insecurity to a place of unwavering confidence in your abilities? The answer is simpler than you think. It starts with self-affirmation and self-love. If you've ever doubted your ability to achieve something, you know how powerful those doubts can be. But what if I told you that the power to change that narrative lies entirely in your hands? You can choose right now to believe in yourself. You can choose to embrace the idea that you are capable, worthy, and deserving of all the success that's out there waiting for you. And I want you to understand something really important here. Belief is a muscle. It's not something that you either have or don't have. It's something that you can develop and strengthen over time. Just like any muscle in your body, your belief in yourself grows stronger the more you work on it. Every time you push past the limit, every time you overcome a fear, every time you take one step forward in spite of doubt, your belief grows stronger. This is why I always encourage people to take small actions, even when they feel uncertain. It doesn't matter if the steps are small. What matters is that you're moving forward. Because every step forward is proof that you can succeed. And with every step, your belief grows. And as your belief grows, so does your momentum. This momentum will carry you through the tough times, the moments when you feel like giving up, and the periods of uncertainty. But momentum can only be created if you take that first step. Now let's talk about something that's critical to finding your passion in 2025, the importance of community. In today's world, you are not alone on your journey. You might feel isolated at times, especially when you're working on something that others don't understand or can't relate to. But I want you to know that you don't have to do this alone. One of the most powerful things you can do is surround yourself with people who believe in you and who support your vision. Your community will be your rock when you're facing challenges, and they will help you see the possibilities when all you can see are the obstacles. But building that community isn't always easy. You have to be intentional about the people you bring into your life. You need to surround yourself with people who lift you up, who challenge you, and who inspire you to be the best version of yourself. It's easy to fall into the trap of surrounding yourself with people who are comfortable, people who don't challenge you to grow. But if you want to discover your passion and live a life that truly fulfills you, you have to step out of your comfort zone and seek out those who will encourage you to stretch beyond your limits. You can also find a sense of community in the world of social media, in online groups, and in networking opportunities. The key is to find people who share your values and who are aligned with the path you want to walk. These are the people who remind you of your purpose when you've lost sight of it and will offer advice, feedback, and support when you need it the most. And remember, this community doesn't just consist of people who agree with everything you do. It's important to find people who challenge you, people who will hold you accountable, and people who will help you grow. As you continue to grow and build your community, you will also begin to find new opportunities. And that's the beauty of surrounding yourself with like-minded people. They will open doors for you that you might not have seen before. Whether it's a new job opportunity, a potential business partnership, or simply a connection that could change the trajectory of your life, your community will help you see the possibilities. But again, this only happens when you're putting yourself out there, actively seeking out those connections. Another crucial aspect of finding your passion in 2025 is the importance of resilience. Let's be real for a moment. The road to success is rarely a straight line. There will be setbacks, obstacles, and times when things don't go according to plan. But what separates those who succeed from those who give up is resilience, the ability to bounce back when life knocks you down. You see, success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about learning how to rise after each fall. Resilience is the ability to keep going even when it feels like everything is against you. It's about finding the strength to keep pushing forward when it feels like you're not making any progress. Resilience doesn't come from avoiding pain or challenges. It comes from embracing them. It comes from seeing every challenge as an opportunity to grow and learn. The stronger your resilience, the faster you will bounce back from setbacks. And trust me, you'll face setbacks. There will be times when you fail, times when you feel like giving up, and times when you doubt your ability to succeed. But in those moments, remember this: resilience is what keeps the dream alive. It's what keeps the fire of your passion burning, even in the darkest times. But here's the thing: resilience isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. You build it through experience, through action, and through the willingness to keep going no matter what. Every time you face a setback and choose to keep moving forward, you are building resilience. And the more resilient you become, the more unstoppable you will be. And as you build your resilience and continue to move forward, you will start to see your passion manifest in ways that you never imagined. You'll see the fruits of your labor, and you'll begin to understand that your journey was worth every step. Your passion will no longer feel like a distant dream. It will become your reality. You'll wake up every day excited to continue the work you're doing because you know it aligns with your purpose. Finally, let's talk about gratitude. As you discover your passion and achieve your goals, it's important to take a moment to appreciate how far you've come. Gratitude is the key to maintaining a sense of fulfillment and joy, even as you pursue your passion. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and grind of everyday life, but gratitude helps you stay grounded and connected to the journey. Take time every day to reflect on what you're grateful for, no matter how small it may seem. Gratitude will help you stay focused on the positive aspects of your life, and it will help you attract more of what you desire.